Hey, what's up? I do want to go over some things that I wish I had known ahead of selling on eBay. Okay, so one of the things that I wish I'd known or like kind of entered like my thoughts, but I didn't really think that much about them, was reviews. So obviously I knew I needed to get like good reviews, but obviously you can't do that until you've sold. So I did have thank you cards which request people to send me a nice review or whatever. But I didn't think about the fact that whatever I've bought on eBay, I should be reviewing whoever I bought it from. So it's sort of a back and forth and a trade-off. And it's not just about being a good seller, but also a good buyer. So I really don't purchase items on eBay that often. However, I luckily had purchased something and I was able to go in and throw my review up there for that item, even though it is way outdated. I think that just helps in the long run, and it's always good to give reviews just as much as you want to get them. Another thing that's also important is sort of the aspect of using those tools. Like eBay gives you these like promotional tools that you can use, and I didn't really look into them or research them much. I do know that they take a portion of your sales. So while I think it may have helped me sell earlier, I'm also kind of glad that I didn't use them because they won't be able to take any more of my sales than what they can take, because I didn't use promotional tools. My items sold without those, which I think is really great because it means that I know I can sell things without them. But in the future, if there's something I really want to move or maybe put like a higher price on than I think it would sell for, I will probably utilize those promotional tools. Another thing that also I thought about for sure, but I don't know, it didn't solidify until more recently, was sort of a what do people want? So yeah, after selling on eBay, I'm just kind of realizing like people don't want what you think they want, or maybe like even what you would want. So yeah, like the things that sold, I have a jacket and it had a lot of competition, so I was really worried it wouldn't sell because I was like, there are like 5 other jackets that are exactly the same. The only thing that mine had was that it was new. I just didn't think it would sell, but I actually got quite a bit more interest on that jacket because I think it's an item that people are looking for. Another thing that I wish I had known, which there was no way for me really to know this until actually getting a sale, which is the real shipping price, because the price that you charge the buyer, unless you're paying for shipping yourself, but the price that's charged to the buyer isn't the same as the price that I had to put in. Yeah, like the shipping prices, people are right, they do kind of get confusing because they didn't really work the way I thought they would. Another thing is that quantity is not as important as it seems. I kind of thought that I had to throw a lot of things up there and kind of make it look like a real eBay store or whatever, but I'm learning that quantity is not necessarily as important at first. And another thing that I wanted to mention was something that I just saw from, I don't know, a girl who sells on eBay. That is the selling superpower. I hadn't really thought of it that way, but it is really important going in to kind of think about where your advantage is on selling on eBay. So I would say that my advantage is that I didn't pay for any of my items, or rather I paid for them a long time ago because they're all just things that I wore or would have worn if I'd actually worn them. And that way I'm not trying to worry as much about my price because I have more flexibility in what I sell things for. Also, another advantage for maybe some other people is if they have like a whole lot of family or maybe a big community. It doesn't just have to be a community that's online. It could also be a real life community, and they have the advantage of having a large number of people that they can tell, hey, could you look at this, and have the potential to make some sales that way. And another thing that I really didn't think about is the feeling of selling. That's something no one talks about. I've never heard of it in like any other video. But the feeling of opening your email and realizing that an item in your house no longer belongs to you, it's like the strangest feeling in the world.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Yeah, I know that like for a lot of business people, they have like a huge warehouse full of products. But since I have just started selling on eBay as sort of a hobbyist, yeah, it's just a really weird feeling. Yeah, it's something that I have to really like pay attention to now, because if I were to go a couple of days and not check my email, then I could miss my shipping date, which I really, really don't want to do. I don't know. It's just weird for me because The thing has been hanging in my closet for so long. So it's just something that I haven't heard anyone talk about before, and it was just really strange for me. So if you're interested in my first few steps of selling an item on eBay, feel free to check out that video. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.